place where a lot of people come down and drink and sunbathe, kind of enjoy their summer, and they also jump off the rocks and climb back up, and there's a lot of jumps here you can do. There's on the other side of the cliff, there's one called High Tide, and it's called High Tide because you can only jump it at the highest tide, and even then it's only like 7 or 8 feet deep, and it's a good jump. And there's also a rock pocket, which is where there's 2 reefs, and then you have to jump over this cliff, and then there's another little rock underneath the water, and you have to jump in the middle of all 4 of them. They call it a rock pocket. There's the washing machine, which is where you have to jump into the water, and there's a reef outside where the swells come and wash over it and create all this whitewashing turbulence, and you get to jump into that. Over here is the Clam, and it's just in the form of a slam. There's the point, which is the easiest jump because it's the lowest and the easiest to get to. There's no rocks you have to clear. Right here is there's bear claw, and they call it that because there's a little hand-shaped rock. And then there's double bear claw, which is right above that, and you have to clear bear claw, and that's a pretty good jump. Not too many people do that one. And there's another jump that's called the Toadstool or the Pedestal, whichever you like. And it's just where you used to be able to stand on this little rock and you could jump off, but the city came down and knocked it off, and so you can't jump that anymore. But there's also the double pedestal or a double toadstool, and that's where you sit on there's a rock about 5 feet back, and you just jump off of that, and you jump over the regular pedestal jump, and you just clear that. And that's a pretty fun jump. And there's also a jump called the wall, and what you do is you run, and you have to go, and you run vertical on this wall, and then you go into the water, about a 20-foot drop after you launch off the wall. That's a pretty hairy one. You don't want to slip on that. There's also Virgin's Crack, where you have to go in this little narrow thing. And that's kind of like one jump called Thread the Needle, where you jump off and you land in like a little envelope of like a little reef. You jump right in between. Then the grand jump is Dead Man's, and compared to the others, it's the best. These ones range from 20 to probably 45 feet, and double bear claw is probably like 45, and Dead Man's is about 105. So it's the jump, and it's a fun place to be. You just got to be careful, and got to get some liquid courage and you'll be fine.